We teased it an hour ago, Dave. I said, let me tell you how dumb I am in 1 hour, okay?
You can do it in less than that. I can name this dumbness in 15 minutes.
All right.
But this is a special kind of dumb.
It's a special kind of dumb. It's not just dumb, it's offensive dumb, okay? And it's something I have shown multiple people in this company.
As Cyndi Lauper would have said, it's your true colors.
Oh, my God. Okay, here's what happened. And this takes a bit of explaining.
Yes.
We have a Two Guys Named Chris Comedy All-Stars show coming up in a little less than a month. We have shows in 4 different locations this year, and we're doing all of them. And it's a really big thing. We've done it now many years where we have comedians who have been on the show that we really like come and do 2 hours of comedy. It's a good price. It's really good. It's a great show. Okay. So we have our lineup set for this year. We have 3 comedians. They're all picked and everything. It's going on. We're promoting it where it's supposed to be promoted. It's happening 3 weeks and a month. Okay. Side story. There's a guy who works here, and I really like him. And his name, I don't know his name. Okay? I don't know his name. That's the thing. I call him Felder.
Yeah.
We all do, because he looks like Don Felder from the Eagles. He used to have long hair.
He did.
And that's when, the first time I ever met him, I was like, that guy looks like Don Felder. And we started calling him Felder.
And the name stuck.
And it stuck. Well, then he cut his hair, and Chris Demm said, well, now he looks like Sting, which is really true. But I still call him Felder because...
That's all you know.
Okay. Now, Don Felder hasn't been in the news in a long time. Of course, he's an old member of the Eagles or whatever, but I just call him Felder when I see him. Now, I've worked with him closely at multiple events.
Scores of events.
For years. Okay. He's been here, what, 4 or 5 years? I mean, I know during our trunk or treat event for Halloween, I always go up next to him and I say, Felder, man, how are you? It's good to see you, this and that. Well, last night, after a tough night of pickleball, okay, I'm home doing what most
You're
people...
You're not fueled up normally.
No, I'm not fueled up. I just had salmon and a double shot of broccoli.
Oh, God. Kiss me.
And I'm sitting down watching Nighttime Price is Right. Drew Carey's on.
Oh, God, could your life be any worse?
Reevaluating life choices.
Hole in the kitchen floor.
Is this where I want to be?
Okay.
This is it. This is what it looks like. Your future.
This is peak me?
So there I am. Watching.
Where's the fam?
Wife's in the bedroom. Kids are upstairs. Okay. I'm watching television, looking at a vast hole where my kitchen used to be. All right, I don't have a kitchen right now.
Yeah, the fans humming in the background.
Fans are
money pouring down the hole.
Yeah,
bill after bill.
Thinking about litigation and insurance and all these things, and I just turn on Drew Carey to escape a little and have some Nighttime Prices right on.
Escapism, all right.
So I thought, all right, let me check the emails, see what's going on today. Going through them, this and that. Well, right as I'm, this is like 8:15, about to go to bed, and one pops up, all right? It's from a guy named David.
You're right.
I don't know. David Decareaux, all right? It says David Decareaux. And the email says, Hi, Chris. It's David Decareaux from the station. I hope all is well with you. I just wanted to follow up about the Comedy All-Stars show. I know there was some talk about me possibly performing on one or more of those shows. I just wanted to know if that was still a possibility, and if so, what you had in mind as far as the details go. Thank you so much for your time. I hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, David Decareaux.
Nice.
Okay. So I look at this, and I think, who's this joker trying to infiltrate our comedy shows? And why on God's earth would I put this unknown lame-o up on stage? Like, who's this guy? What is he talking about? I'm not going to put him on any kind of show. Come on now.
Who the blank does he think he is?
Exactly. I'm like, what is this? So, and for whatever reason, and could that note have been any nicer, by the way?
He's wonderfully
very
written.
Very well written, beautifully done. And I got my hackles up like, now who thinks they're infiltrating our comedy shows that are already on the road and only 3 or 4 weeks away?
With professional comedians.
Exactly. With professional comedians. Okay. So I say, you know what? I'm not standing for this. I'm forwarding this to everybody. I'm giving it to Chris Demm, to Biggie, to our promotions man, Matt, to our program director, the littlest patriot, to Dave Aiken. I want everybody in. And I always put you on it, BB Shea, but I thought, no, I'm not going to bother him with it, but I'm putting it to everybody else. And I say, who's this jackhole?
Just like that.
Trying to get into this. I said, does anybody have any clue who this loser is or what he's talking about? Bloop, bloop. Well, bloop, bloop, bloop. I wake.
Here come the replies.
The reply is, that's Felder.
Your friend and coworker.
My dear friend, David Decareaux, is
Felder.
Now, what I had forgotten was, Felder does stand-up comedy.
Exactly.
Okay? So now here's the coup de grace. Biggie said, that's Felder, man. You've known him for years. Then our promotions man, Matt, says, I thought it might come to this. 6 months ago, you were talking to him, and you said, you know what you should do is open our comedy.
Yeah.
That's really...
So he filed it away.
Yeah.
You just threw it away offhandedly.
I was
never meaning it.
No, it's just words coming out of your mouth.
That's really the overarching thing here. Is I just say that blah 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 to fill the space and say, Felder, man, you ought to open the comedy show.
Yeah.
I don't remember saying that at all.
Why would you? Did you give him the moon and the stars while you're at it?
Right. He files it away and emails. And now I've written to high-ranking officials in this company saying, who's this jackleg trying to get in? Oh, it's your friend and your coworker that you've known and worked with for years. And by the way, have been standing there next to for hours at a time. Now, I'll ask again, how did this foot, all of it, great big old foot, get right in my mouth? So here's the thing. We're going to have to give him a spot.
You have to.
Got to now.
You got to give him a solid 5.
Yeah, you owe him about 5 minutes.
We're going to give him 5 minutes.
A tight 5.
We're going to give him a tight 5 at the comedy show. But
20 if you multiply it by 4.
I can't introduce him. I don't know the man's name.
Can't even pronounce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Felder.
And due to budget cuts, because some of these shows are on the road, you may have to room with him.
Oh, yeah. That should be my punishment.
Yeah, you made the promise.
Felder and I should have to drive the 2.5 hours to some of these shows and spend a night in a hotel room together so I can learn all about his life. And the thing is, I really like Felder. He's such a great guy. And look what I just did. Look at, you know what Chris Demm said? He's right. True colors.
Yep.
There's my true colors shining through right there. I need to apologize to David Decareaux.
And maybe Don Felder.
Maybe.
It couldn't hurt.
Maybe Sting. I don't know. I owe an apology. And to everybody I said that. And it's like, I never do that. I have, I might ask, I thought I'll just ask Chris Demm tomorrow, do you know who this guy is? And he would have said, oh, yeah, that's Felder. But instead, oh, no, I had to go.
You blasted the company.
Get on my high horse and be like, who's this joker? What in the world? Like, this guy's just going to be let up on stage. You know?
After you figured it all out in your mind 6 months later, can you decipher where you might have said that? I'm sure you two were thrown together in an event because you wouldn't just say that in passing.
I have no memory of that.
I was there. I remember it vividly. I remember the conversation vividly.
Wait a minute.
You're in the room.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I remember you saying that to him. You know what you should do? You should do the comedy show.
Where were we?
What was the setting?
What was the setting?
It was at the trunk or treat thing.
That makes sense.
We said it to him there.
We spoke a lot at the trunk or treat event.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
And
I could have cleared this up for you in a second, but I don't want to bother him.
I should have texted you.
They didn't put him on the email.
I didn't put you on it. I thought... Mostly what I thought was like, maybe Shay has no weight here.
Yeah. And he had the key to the door.
I knew the whole time.
We could have kept it private, and you could have said, hey, man, that's Felder. You told him at the trunk or treat event, you know what you should... I can hear myself saying, oh, you know what you should do.
Comedy? Look at this.
Yeah. Never heard a word come out of his mouth on stage. No idea. Who knows? I have no idea. Well, we're going to hear it. We're going to put him up there. We're going to shine some lights on him, and he's going to do it. My friend David Decareaux is going to be up on that stage.
He's a young guy. He might have videotaped you saying that.
He probably does.
Use it in Better Call Lisa.
I'm probably on TikTok. I'm probably like, hey, you know what you should do? You should be our comedy guy. And plus, wouldn't you think, how dumb am I? Here's another example. He says, "Hey, Chris, it's David Decareaux from the station." I just glazed over that.
What is this station he's
What is he
talking
talking about? What does he mean? I thought he was somebody I'd never met.
Gas station?
What are you talking about? From the station should have been a clue. Then it all clicked in when Biggie said, "That's Felder." I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh no.
Everybody had the answers except for you.
Of course.
So in your timeline, Kelly, after you fired off the "who the blank is this joker," did you just go to bed?
Yeah.
So you woke up.
I woke up
to the
it.
chain of emails.
Oh yeah, I woke up to it. I went to bed. That's the last thing I typed. Who's this jackleg thinks he's doing comedy? Click and good night. And then this morning I woke up and say, "That's Felder." And I even typed back, "Oh my God."
What have I done?
How dumb can I be?
I did it to everybody. I was like, "Oh my God, please, please don't tell anyone." And Biggie's like, "I'm flying back from Florida just to be a part of this." He wanted
The face-to-face apology.
Yes, he wants to see the face-to-face apology, which I owe him. There's no question about it. It's unbelievable. I cannot believe. I mean, that's as bad as it gets right there. I mean, come on.
You didn't respond to him, did you?
Thankfully, no. I was about to say,
I mean, what's your play? What's your next move?
I almost said, "Who do you think you are?" Coming. No, I'm going to say yes. I think we should say yes and give him 5. You want to give him type 5?
Well, I mean,
do we need to see him first?
the shows have standards.
We need.
The comedians do.
To be fair, Biggie used to open the show.
He did. Yeah.
Biggie's done stand-up in the past.
Have you?
I've heard David, yeah.
Have you? And is he worth a type
He's fun,
5?
yeah. I could show you some videos of him later. He's on YouTube.
How would I know?
Exactly. Don't even know his name.
I Googled it. I Googled the name.
Would you Google Felder?
No. Yeah, he's
You
a
see a
rock star.
bitter
He's a
old
rock star. No, I Googled his name, and there was a lot of them, and some of them were like obituaries, and it's like, oh, okay, like for old guys, and who had the same name. And it's like, who's this guy coming in here? So I went on to bed, and that was it. My God. I owe him an apology. We owe him a type 5. Let's see some videos on. Let's see some videos on him, and then we'll give him a type 5. Oh my goodness.
Well, and I think you will have to bring him on.
Yeah,
I think you're right. We'll have to learn who he is.
Tell him he can do the matinee.
Unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable that I do that. I mean, that's just so me in a nutshell. Now, here's some more apologies today. Chipotle is apologizing to someone named Shay Williams. Williams posted on TikTok that Chipotle had sent her an email, and now that video on TikTok has gotten 251,000 views. Apparently, they said that they were giving this customer free Chipotle for a year. And then a few hours later, emailed and said, "That was a mistake. Sorry. Didn't mean that. That went out to the wrong person." Or she was screaming and crying and said, "This is the best thing that has happened to me," and was so excited about Chipotle, and then tells her story.
Chipotle, why did I get this email saying that I won free Chipotle for a year? And then all of a sudden, I get another email saying, "Oh, no, that's okay. Never mind. We sent that in error."
And that's what they said. It was they called it a service error, but they did give her one free entree. That's what she wound
up
with.
Whole burrito.
Yeah, she was she's young, and she was like screaming and crying, going, "Oh my God, Chipotle for you!" Because she is a customer, and she does have their loyalty card and so forth, or their app.
Yeah.
And so she thought she had.
They have her email.
Yeah, and she thought she had spent enough or done enough or won a contest to get free for a year. And she was really crestfallen when they said, "Oh, that was."
Well, is this along the same lines of? Obviously, the stakes are different, but every year we hear about a college who will send out 500 acceptance letters to students who were never supposed to get them.
Exactly. That's what I thought. The same thing. Yeah, similar, I guess, because they just. I think it's like in a computer somewhere, and for somebody else is supposed to get it, and she got it, and it wound up being.
Are they giving away free Chipotle for a year?
I can't imagine.
To certain customers?
They can afford to comp her for a year. I think she deserves that after that.
After that email?
Yeah.
Was it 12 burritos, one a month or one a week?
No, just as much as she wants.
Well, you
You know how much
can't
money
do
they
that.
make? They can afford it.
Yeah,
That'd be all right.
that one free entree they gave her is going to cost about $60.
And guac is extra.
And guac's still going to be extra.
It's a pricey place.
I've been there one time.
Yeah.
Never went back.
I think it's overrated. I think Chipotle is really overrated.
I don't want to downtrodden. I like to speak ill.
No, you're right. You're right. I
they
shouldn't be
just-
saying, what am I doing? Look at me. Here I am. It's because I'm on a
It's the
meditation.
real you.
It's the real. What do you think of Chipotle? Do you like it?
Completely overrated.
Oh, do you think so?
100%. Yeah.
I kept hearing how great it was,
Yeah.
and I've been 3 times, and I'm just not a huge fan of it.
There's comparable restaurants that are much better.
Yeah, I agree. There are others that are better, that I like more
Yeah.
anyway. Now, they say that they use all natural ingredients and all that kind of stuff, but I've never gotten the right thing.
That may be true.
Maybe you're more of a preservative guy.
I like preservatives.
I admit it.
I like
Come to terms with it.
Yes.
That's it. Yes.
Pesticide in my food. I don't care.
Salt and pesticides and all those. I do enjoy that.
That explains a lot about the Felder thing, too, that happened at that trunk or treat. You were so happy to be around all that candy.
I know.
It was a great night.
Said anything. You'd agreed to anything.
I think he offered me a chance to do 5 minutes, too.
I was drunk on candy.
Yes.
People kept,
you were in your happy place.
You kept passing me Reese's Cups.
The weather was nice.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Texas Trucker was there.
Texas Trucker. Are you taking sugar to the vein, man?
Hardo, Heroin Scott, everybody was there.
I know. I was drunk on candy, Dave. That was it.
Your daughter should have asked for a car that night.
She should have
got it.
She was there. She was there. That's right. Yeah, Felder came across the parking lot. I was like, do some comedy.
There's my guy.
No, that's
Didn't you
my
say
boy.
you do comedy?
That's my boy Felder. What? What am I doing? I couldn't remember anything about that night. I was hungover the next day. You're right.
Snickers hangover.
That's why it happened. That's right. Another fast food establishment is apologizing. There is a gentleman named Josiah Vargas who went to a McDonald's in Las Vegas. He ordered a sausage McMuffin from the drive-thru, and when he got the bag open in his car, he found thousands of dollars inside the bag instead of his sausage McMuffin. And he said, I was really torn on what to do.
I just went to McDonald's, handed me my sausage McMuffin and this bag. Well, what's in this bag? Their deposit. Just a couple $1,000s here. Why would you guys do this to me? You know how bad I want this money?
There he is. Now he's really thinking, I really want to keep this money. I know your position on
First mistake, putting it on social media.
Right.
Yeah.
First mistake.
Big mistake.
You know,
Drive away. Nobody even knows. They could have been anybody.
Yeah, in that case, now at the bank, it happens sometimes where the ATM will give you way too much money or deposit. They figure that out.
Yeah.
But at McDonald's, would they be able to go back and figure it out?
There's so many people that come through there. They don't know who they gave that money to.
Well,
You
I
don't think
know.
they'd know which bag went out the window?
You don't
They do
think-
have video.
They have video of every
True.
car.
If that's a payment and somebody gave it, I mean, they have video.
I'm sorry. That's
it.
my money.
You're
That's
going to
my
risk
money.
it, though. Somebody's going to come.
I'm not returning that money.
I know that they have external cameras at McDonald's, but they probably do in the drive-through window inside
I
too,
think they
right?
do,
To
yeah.
watch the employees.
I think
They'll
do.
get your license tag and they'll come to the BB Shea Cave and get that money back.
How long would you wait before you felt safe spending? Because you could say, "Oh, I didn't see it in the bag. I just got my McMuffin," but you say
I thought they were napkins.
I thought it was.
I'd spend
I
it
asked
all.
for
They couldn't
napkins.
track
You
it.
just spend it. You
Yeah,
just
spend
go
it immediately.
You're in Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he went back in.
Oh my God. Blessed from God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I really want to give you a hug.
When I was driving away, they called me back in to give me $200 and free McDonald's for a month.
Now that's nice.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The manager got wind of it before he left and gave him $200 of the 2,000 and something that they had in the bag, and then free McDonald's for a month.
Have we heard about this phenomenon before where instead of putting it in a quote-unquote bank bag, restaurants will do a cash drop in one of their own bags?
Yeah.
So it's not as obvious.
But that's what happened. Don't you think? That's my guess.
It
Yeah,
had to
I think
be.
so.
Yeah, he did not drive away. And as you know, that's what BB Shea would have done, was drive away. IT
Stay
Mike,
off TikTok.
right? Oh, clearly,
Jesus.
clearly. IT Mike on getting too much money at a bank, or in this case, a McDonald's. Go ahead, Mike.
I can tell you about a decade ago, I was at an ATM machine in another part of the country, and it was spitting out money. Now, it's not like I was visiting. I actually lived in this part of the country, and it gave out money. I'd say if you asked for 100, it gave you 6.
Wow. And you knew it. You knew that when you went there, you were going to get it.
Well, no, I just went to use the machine like anybody else, and I counted my money as any normal person would do. You know, Kelly, you got to make too much right. Counted the money, and I was dumbfounded.
So what did you do?
What did you do?
I went and told him the machine was busted, put my money in my pocket, and left.
Oh, you kept the money. Did they ever come back for it?
No, sir.
Did it?
Man, every time this happens, they don't figure it out every time. And, you know, these things have cameras. I think they just didn't care because the machine messed up, so they're figuring it's their liability.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
Usually when somebody gets a lot put into their checking account or it comes out like that, they do go after it. It didn't come out of your account. It just came, you wanted $100 and it gave you $600 and it wasn't.
Didn't affect your balance.
It didn't affect your balance.
Oh, it debited to 100.
Right.
Okay.
But that was it. Wow. Do you feel like you're stealing?
No. Not one bit.
See what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But couldn't it be argued that you are stealing? That is not your money and it was accidentally given to you.
Well, the robot doesn't care.
Well, but somebody, it came from somewhere, from the bank profits or from something or from somebody's account. I wonder if it came out of the wrong account. Probably just came out of the machine.
Or if it's just a machine error.
That must be
because
it.
it miscounted the 20s.
Did you spend it on something fun?
No, I put it away. I put that money away in case they did come for it.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
How long did you think until, okay, it's safe now, they're not coming?
1 year.
Well, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Well, you did it. All right.
If you put that in a good CD or bank account, you get some interest.
Darn right. That's what I was thinking.
That's Kelly's got to go to Vegas and gamble it real quick.
If you invest that, if you put $500 away.
Or a Christmas fund.
Oh, yes. You wind up making some money on that, right?
Or an interest-bearing checking account.
Yep.
I think I would have
Put it back in the same bank.